Hey everybody, Zach here and welcome back to the channel. And in this video we're going to talk about, is it the right time to buy Shiba Inu right now? And I could just preface this entire video by saying this is a great buying opportunity for a lot of the investments that you're already in, and it's a great time to buy the dips, if you will, right? Add on to your positions that you feel really strongly about. The ones you have high conviction on, this is the time to go shopping. I know, psychologically we take a look at our investments when they're down and we just want to throw the phone across the room, right? And we want to sell everything we have because everything's down and we're losing money. But you got to use kind of, I guess, reverse psychology and know that when things are red, it's actually a great opportunity. You have to be opportunistic when people are very nervous and they're panicking. Usually the best investors are opportunistic during these times. Look at the stock market. Take, for instance, the stock market, right? When everybody was panicking and selling everything they had, when we were going through, the pandemic last March, everybody was selling. The most opportunistic investors made a ton of money because they were buying really low, and since then, things have come right back. And I think the same thing's going to happen in crypto here. I think we're going to look back a few months from now even, when we're back into a bull run and say, wow, if I would have been a little bit more opportunistic, hopefully you don't say that, hopefully you have been opportunistic if you can. It's not terrible to just hold your assets either. If you can't afford to add on to your current positions, just holding your assets is a good call too. So we're going to hop into SHIB and talk about it in particular, kind of where it's at today and where I see some opportunities. So I actually just bought at this level not too long ago, a couple days ago, right here at the 6-7 level. I think this is a great position to add on to your current position. How much you add on really depends on how much you have invested, also where your average cost is. But I want to take you inside the trading view here for a minute. And here's the thing: while this thing loads up here for us, the 6-7 level is a good level, but I think the 5-5 level is even a greater level. And I'm going to show you that right here on the Shiba Inu chart. Okay, so we're going to go out to the 1 hour candlesticks, and we're going to pull this all the way out. Okay. So these are 1 hour candlesticks, and I want to go way back to May, okay? And look where this thing dipped way back in May. All right, this was the big crash after it came from the top, okay? After it set all-time highs, which were right at that 3.8 level, okay? Which were, where were we? Right here, 0388, okay, 0 level. So after it came crashing down, it came down to these 6s level, the 6s. That's kind of where we are right now, a little bit higher than where we are right now. That's why I think right now is a good time to add. An even better time to add, 2 different times it dropped below that point, okay, below that line. So where that line sitting right now is the 6-7 line, 6-7-9 line, where that red line is coming across. If we zoom in here, we'll see that there are 2 times where we broke. And that's the current price right now, the 6791 line. There are 2 times where we really broke that, okay? Right here on June 12th, we got all the way down to what looks to be 5.3, 5.4. And then here again, same thing, all right? We'll even look at what the low was here in the last, 90 days or so. Not 90 days, 30 days. 0561, there you go. That point right there. So when you get down to the 056 level, these are levels where I would be loading the boat, right? Or loading up as much as you can, because we have not seen it go much lower than that. Now, I know a lot of people are getting impatient. A lot of people are wondering when the heck this thing's going to turn back around. But I just want to kind of give you, some understanding of how this works and maybe shed some light on how important it is to be patient in the market. All right, so by the end of May, we came crashing back down from the recent high that we set out of nowhere, right? A lot of people sold off. They made a ton of money up top, and they sold off. Okay, now we've just been consolidating straight across here for essentially now, what is it, June, July, May, June, July, essentially 2 months, right? From May 19th, June 19th, we're almost at July 19th. Okay, in the grand scheme of things, though, 2 months is not a long time. And that's what I really want to stress in this video. Now, would I be buying right now? Yes. To me, this is a buying opportunity or a hold opportunity. I would not be selling, but here at the 067 level, If you're not comfortable with your position and you want to average cost down, get your average cost down rather, or you just want to add on to your position, I do think this is a good spot. And I do think if it dips any lower than this, it continues to be a good spot. And again, below these 5, 6 levels, 5, 7 levels right down in here would be the best opportunities because we've seen it hit there twice and bounce off there both times. Look how hard it bounced off too. The first time it got all the way back up to the 989 range. Then it got back down here again. Look, then it got all the way back up to the 9.5 range. So both times it's hit that low point, it's bounced off there really hard. So are we heading there again? That's the question. I don't know. We don't have a silver ball, if you will. But if we do, I would bet that we bounce right back up pretty strongly, and I think the whales would come in and buy a ton and get back up to this 9.4 level. Okay, so we're kind of waiting on some big things happening, obviously with Coinbase and eToro. Some of the major catalysts still looming out there. And while we do that, I wanted to kind of take you inside the kind of an interesting piece here. And we always talk about the big whale addresses, right? This one here that owns 41%. As we know, this one is the Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin. He's the largest holder of Shiba Inu. It's a dead wallet created by Ethereum's co-founder Vitalik Buterin. When SHIB first launched, it gave 50% of its total circulation to Vitalik as part of its marketing efforts, and I think that's worked. I think it has been a good thing that Vitalik has been connected to the coin from day one. However, in May 2021, Buterin burned, look how many SHIB. What is that? 410,241,996,771,871 to be exact, by sending it to a dead address, effectively removing 41% of the entire SHIB circulation, which is good in the long term, right? This was worth over $7.3 billion on the day of the transaction. In note, Buterin said, "I've decided to burn 90% of the remaining Shiba Inu tokens in my wallet. The remaining 10% will be sent to a not yet decided charity and similar values crypto relief, preventing the large-scale loss of life, but with more long-term orientation." Of course, we know that that came to be the India Crypto COVID Relief Fund. And I don't know if we ever did hear where else the rest of the money went to. However, how about the second largest SHIB address? That's kind of interesting, right? It belongs to an anonymous investor, and this is kind of fun to speculate, who holds 70 trillion SHIB, some 7% of the circulation. This is currently worth $520 million. SHIB followers on Reddit have speculated about the identity of this wallet as part of their whale watching efforts. Some suggest it's perhaps somebody who founded SHIB or somebody very close to its formation from the beginning. And there also is some speculation out there. How much does Ryoshi hold? Ryoshi's identity remains unknown. This statement means that unlike Bitcoin's founder Satoshi Nakamoto, who owns over 1 million BTC, Ryoshi is not among the SHIB whales. So it'd be pretty interesting to kind of speculate on this. Let me know down in the comments who you think this second largest SHIB address is, holding up 7% of the overall supply. We could take a look at that again here over on the Etherscan. There it is right there. This address right here. They own quite a bit of SHIB. There it is. The value right now is at $475 million currently. Okay. Vitalik's, the dead wallet, $2.7 billion currently right now as we speak today. All right, so before we get up on out of here, just want to shout out the private community. We're having some great conversations over there, and you could become a supporter or an insider. If you want access to which altcoins we're looking at before anybody's talking about them, I'll tell you what, we've got some great minds over there. Shout out to Nut, shout out to Johnny, shout out to Zay, shout out to everybody over there. Those are just the first three that popped into my mind. Drac, shout out to Luis, shout out to everybody over in our private Discord. Tony, thank you guys so much. You guys make it fun, and we're always talking crypto over there. So come on over, check us out, and let me know if you have any questions about what you get here in the private Discord. That link will be down in the description, and I'll see you in the next video.